Section 3.2, angles formed by parallel lines and transversals. So looking at those transversals and angle pairs, now we're going to look specifically whether the two lines intersected by the transversal were parallel and what would happen. The first thing that would happen is we'd look at this postulate or axiom. Remember, it's accepted as true without any proof. Okay? The English alphabet is the way it is because if you don't accept that, then you're not going to be too good at English. Look at the corresponding angles postulate. That says if two lines are parallel and they're cut by a transversal, the corresponding pairs of angles will be congruent to each other. That is a postulate. We accept it as true without any proof. What that does is that postulate opens up a whole range of possibilities for us, all of which can be proven true, so they are theorems. All right, so we're going to look at one of those cases, the alternate interior angles theorem. We're going to look at a proof of that. So over here, we're going to be looking at some alternate interior angles. So we're going to focus on a case, angle 2 congruent to angle 7. All right, so we'll look at 2 and 7 trying to prove that those are congruent to each other. So we'll start off that P and Q are parallel, and that's our given, okay? So let's use our given. Let's use the fact those lines are parallel. Let's say something about angle 2 or angle 7, all right? Let's go ahead and use corresponding angles. That angle 2, because it's corresponding with 4, that those are congruent. So angle 2 congruent to angle 4 by the corresponding angles postulate. Now I want to get 7 into the mix, okay? Now when I look at 7, I notice that it's vertical with angle 4. All right, they're on opposite sides of the intersection of two lines. So that means that angle 4 is congruent to angle 7 by that vertical angles theorem. Well, now look at what I got. Angle 2 is congruent to angle 4. Angle 4 is congruent to angle 7. So therefore, angle 2 is congruent to angle 7 by the transitive property of congruency. And then we would say, by a similar argument, angle 3 is congruent to angle 6. By a similar argument means you're pretty much writing the same proof again, but just using different angles to get to a different angle result. But here we go. The corresponding angles postulate opens up the alternate interior angles theorem. So down on this page, there's the alternate exterior angles theorem and the same side interior angles theorem. Go ahead and take a look at writing those proofs. Check my online notes to see how you did.